Good evening, everyone. Today is May 19th, 1937, and tonight on the show we have female aviator extraordinaire Miss Amelia Earhart.
I'm very pleased to be here.
So, Miss Earhart, would you like to tell us what you have been up to recently?
Well, I just came back from an attempt to fly across the world.
Yes, we have been all waiting to hear about this flight. So, how did it go?
Well, on March 17, 1937, I flew from Oakland, California to Honolulu, Hawaii. After taking off from Hawaii, a tire blew off and I had to ground loop my plane.
Oh, what happened next? You seem to be in good condition, though.
Yes, I am, but my plane was not. It was severely damaged. It had to be shipped back to California.
Do you plan on doing something like this again?
Yes, I have a feeling that there's just about one more good flight left in my system for me, and I hope that this trip is it. But anyways, when I finish this job, I need to give up long distance stunt flying.
Really? We will all miss seeing Miss Amelia Earhart take to the skies. We wish you the best of luck on your next flight. So, when is your next departure?
On June 1st, me and my navigator will depart from Miami and leave for California. From there, we will set out for San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Amazing, and all that you will see on this trip. So, would this be another world-breaking record for Lady Lindy?
No, but it would be the longest 29,000 miles, I believe, and we are following an equatorial route.
Unbelievable. The love you have for aviation is as great as any man's, including Lucky Lindy. So, out of curiosity, how did this all begin?
Well, in 1920, I went to an aerial meet with my father in Long Beach. I was interested after that, so the next day I boarded an open cockpit my plane for a 10-minute flight over the Los Angeles. As soon as I left the ground, I told myself I had to fly. Soon afterward, I began taking lessons with Anita Snook. Then I brought a prototype of the Kinner plane and I named it the Canary.
Did you take a break during your flying career?
Well, in 1925, I took a position as a social worker in Boston. But I promoted flying to everyone, especially women.
So, when do you believe people began taking notice of what you do?
I think it was when I became the first woman to travel over the Atlantic. I did not man the plane, though. I was simply just a passenger.
The first woman passenger? That must be exciting. Would you consider it the height of your career?
Definitely not. As I think of it, the height of my career was when I flew across the Atlantic solo in 1932.
Yes, I remember that. You were the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, and you're the only person to fly it twice, the longest nonstop distance flown by a woman, and a record for crossing it in the shortest time.
Yes, but it did not turn out the way I wanted it to, unfortunately. I was supposed to land in the British Isles, but I was somewhat off course. I landed in an open field in Northern Ireland. I remember climbing out of the plane, and a man was there watching me, and I began to ask him, "Where am I?" And he said, "In Galliers pasture." And he asked me if I had come from far. I told him I came from America. Then I was taken to London. I left after 2 weeks. There I was voted most outstanding woman of the year.
A very prestigious award, I'm sure. Do you plan on doing more?
I have one trans-Pacific flight from Hawaii to California and then to Washington, D.C. My next flight would be the second attempt to fly across the world.
Well, we all wish you luck on your trip. We all know that you're more than capable of accomplishing just that.
Well, it was an honor to be here.
Miss Earhart, it was a pleasure to have you here with us today. We certainly hope that you do another interview with us after your world flight.
In the pages of a magazine, saw that boyish grin. Did we ever really know the one who lay within? On a newsreel movie screen, all arms and legs and teeth. Did we ever really know the one who lay beneath? Oh, Amelia, daughter of the sky, it's up to you, all George can do. Smile and wave goodbye, oh Amelia. Danger felt like fun, a brief adieu and off you flew to the rising sun.
What you have just saw was a tribute to female pilot extraordinaire Miss Amelia Earhart, who is attempting to fly across the world. We last had contact with Miss Earhart at 8 o'clock GMT. She was on course for Howland Island at 12,000 feet. When we last heard from her, she gave positioning data and told Itasca that gas was running low. It is being determined that the plane went down somewhere between 50 to 100 miles off the coast of Howland Island. President Roosevelt has authorized a search for Miss Earhart and Mr. Noonan with 9 naval ships and 66 airplanes. But the situation is growing dim by the second. We will keep you updated as the world prays and watches for Earhart's and Noonan's survival.